What's going on, everybody? Wilson here, your spiritual hype man. I hope you're having a great day. And if you're not, just remember it's the thoughts in our head and it's the prompts that we can ask ourselves to change that in terms of different thoughts, right? So if we're asking ourselves, hey, who's the best, or what can I be proud of, or what can I be grateful for, or even just playing some music and getting up and doing a few karate kicks in the air will also help you. This episode, I want to talk about a certain situation, and then the macro level things are perspective of two things: perspective of getting perspective from someone else that may have the experience you need in that situation. Okay, and then perspective of understanding that perspective and then acting on it is acting on it when you know it's in your best for you and also for them, right? But also for you in that situation, if that's what you need to value more of you over them. So, for example, here's the example. There's a couple, we still rent, so we're in a rental. There's a couple things that still need to be fixed, and throughout the last year, obviously it's Florida and the AC unit, and there's mold, but it's still there shouldn't be mold, right? And then it's like, oh, well, mold is normal because you're in Florida and it's humidity and shit like that. I get that. So that's a little something that's happening. You can see a little bit of growth on the AC vent area out within the air unit, and that's something that we've discussed over even the last 2 years. They were nice enough to put the air scrubber in, right? It's this UV air scrubber for the AC. But then a couple things just started wear and tear, and it's the garage door opener, the toilet, the one fan, and the other fan in the office, and it's okay, there's a couple things, the fence outside, and then just some growth spurt in one of my closets, right, near the AC, and it's okay, we need to get this fixed. And sometimes it gets fixed, and sometimes it gets fixed, but kind of spotty or shoddy, and then we have to wait. So a good example would be the light in the room in our master bedroom. For some reason, just shorted out. The fan worked, but the bulb thing, if you turned it on, it would explode and burst into fire. So for the longest, we taped that down because we're hey, we need to help fix this. And until then, because it's very dangerous and I want to burn the house down, I'm going to tape this fucking light thing here so that way we don't accidentally turn it on. And that was on for a couple months. We had other lights in the room, which is fine. The fan worked, which was good because it gets hot. And between Patty and I, we're fucking furnace, we're furnaces together, both of us in one room, and one AC vent. Okay, it's not gonna do. It's not near the bed. It's on the opposite side of the fucking room. Okay, so that's one. And so some of these things have happened over the last couple months. And so I pay paid my rent, right? For us, it's $1,850, 4 bedrooms, which is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 bathrooms. It's 1,700 square feet, and it's got a nice little backyard. It's a nice house, right? It's a nice house. It's roomy. Paying probably a little bit under what the rate is, what the crazy rate was here. You can still find some houses probably around $1,700-$1,800. You're probably not getting the extra bedroom. I understand that, right? I get that. However, I just had enough, and I was you know what? Last month I withheld $400 worth of rent, and I'm gonna withhold it because this shit should be fixed. And I feel under the tenant laws, which I do legally have the ability to withhold rent if things properly don't get fixed within a certain time frame, right? A logical time frame, especially things like plumbing, like a toilet. So I was I did that, and then today we got a text saying, "Hey, you're thanks for making a partial payment of 14. I withheld $400, 1,400 or 14, whatever it was. Do the math. I don't want to do the math right now. And then plus $75 for late notice or some shit. So I was so I just wrote back and I was well, I hope you guys read the email. I was I'm sending out an email. I was somewhat aggressive, but as super kind and spiritual hypeness aggressive. standing my ground, kind of thing, but respectful. And I was just like, yo, based on all this, and this, we decided to withhold. Like, we'd ask you to help, like, to fix that stuff, so that way, like, we're gonna withhold until that shit gets fixed. Is basically how I said it, but like a much nicer, more professional, spiritual hype man, but still standing my ground kind of way. And so I also, within that BNI group, and if you listen to the last episode, like I talked a little bit about it, and like the power of having, that relationship, that you have people that are amazing at what they do and they can give you information, right? I called my buddy Igor, who helps run his family-owned rental property management company, right? Or property management company. For renting and owning and stuff like that. And he provided me with, because he's basically a landlord for landlords, right? And so he prospectively gave me feedback on this situation and was able to provide like a moment of, okay, I guess this makes sense based on the situation, and I'm going to do this versus that, because that can lead to like even just more headaches and bullshit and stuff like that. Because like our goal is to, within the year or so, be able to then go, buy something or invest in our first property is what it is. Oh shit, I got to call Alon. Hey, shout out to Alon. I'm going to call you anyway because I said I was going to call you and I didn't call you yesterday. So after this episode, I'm calling you even though it's 11:28. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. But again, going back to what I was saying, I decided, so after having the conversation, so again, macro is like being able to have that relationship with other people, that they're willing to, at 8:29 p.m., call you back or call you and then provide some feedback for you that then helps you advance your situations and not in a negative way. And this is what I took from it. And so what the stuff we talked about, I then got off the phone. I texted the landlord. I was like, hey, do you have a minute? Would love to talk about this. I don't want this to be a huge issue. I just would really like to get these things fixed. I didn't get a response, so I'm going to wait for it anyway, but I did make full payment, right? So I made full payment this month. And then the idea would be then the $400 that we withheld, I'll just say, hey, man, listen, like I was a little upset about it, so that's why we did it, but I just want to call to attention that like there's these certain things that need to be fixed because it's taken a bit of fucking time. How about I take the $400 and I go ahead and fix whatever needs to be fixed, and then anything else that needs to be fixed, can you please fucking hurry up and get that shit done? Like that's the thought versus like, well, I'm not paying you $400 today. I'm not paying you $400 next month, and you can go, eat a bucket of shit balls and fucking do whatever you want. And if you try to kick me out of here, then you're going to court. We're going to court. Go fuck yourself, And I don't want that. Like I don't have time. I don't want time. I don't want time for that. Even if I did have time, I wouldn't want to spend my time doing that. And that was the perspective, that was presented. So, take on the responsibility, do what you got to do, go crush it. Hope you guys have a great day. I hope this, I don't want to keep saying I hope, but this is kind of like, hey, please like my stuff. It's like, I appreciate you guys. I know this stuff is good. And if it is good, I want you guys to share it. If it is good, put it out there. If it is good, be proud that you fucking know me, like be proud that like you read this shit or you listen to it. Cause I think that's what I need more of. Like I need more of being able to be like more confident in the fact that I know that, like, why am I doing this? Why would I fucking be doing this if I don't think this is useful? I know it's fucking useful. Okay. So go out there, think about these things, fucking become more present, be more aware. And go fucking crush it. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Talk soon. And don't forget, nothing changes until you do. Peace. And nothing changes until you do. Peace.